May last year. May last year it was.
So you started May last year?
Yeah, yeah.
Almost a year, Jazz.
Yeah, yeah.
And what do you think? How do you feel about this whole experience?
Well, to be honest with you, MT, it's just unbelievable. I cannot comprehend, how it's gone. It's just been unbelievable. Virtually from day one. From learning from people like Lima, Batman, yourself. It's been an experience.
Very well. And this is, you're here every day, right? So this Jasfran MA Kisses, how much money are they making you, Jasfran?
Right.
Like you've been killing it now for at least a month. Every day you're above 50 for sure. 50 pips plus is like a no-brainer, like a walk in the park for you. But I see often the hundreds, the 150s, the 200 pips on the Jasma Kisses. Love the name. I just love the name. So tell us a little bit about it, Jazz. Go ahead.
Right. Well,
And if you want me to pinpoint anything on the charts, let me know, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Right, well, the first thing to point out really is that when you altered the charts and you put the 4 hour and the 4 hour DX and 1 hour on, that was when I had the explosion. I mean, I went virtually doubled my pip scores at that time. Now the MA Kiss is just, it's just unbelievable. You can see it with momentum. It's infallible, really. You cannot fail to make money. If you're reading the charts, right, the one thing you have to understand is that the DX is the almighty. It just runs everything. There was an instance last week when there was a men farmed on the 15-minute GU, and a lot of the traders in the room were looking to trade it, but at the same time, the DX 4 hour signal went super. And I did mention it into the room. I'm not so sure if anyone listened at the time, but because the men's quite a powerful signal, as we know. But,
hold on, Jazz. It was last week on the 4 hour chart you mentioned?
Yeah, it was.
The 9 o'clock. Is this the one? You still could see the charts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this happened at 9 o'clock Friday. Is this the one you're referring to?
No, it was on Wednesday, MC. It's Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday on the DX?
Yeah, it's a
okay.
4 hour DX, yeah.
A 4 hour DX. Let me see if I could maybe go all the way back there. I don't think so. Seems like I can't. Hold on. Something is stuck.
Got a bit of an echo.
Okay. All right. Okay, so a 4 hour DX. It's going to be hard. But was there a yellow involved?
Yeah, it went from a standard pink to a super yellow pink.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is the one he was referring to. And this is part of a Jazz, an MA Kiss on the 4 hour charts, if you notice, right?
Yeah.
This was a beautiful MA Kiss. All right, so this is where it all kind of started for you. When this started turning yellow and pink, you started taking the pound up or something, right? Or the EU up.
There was a meme on the 15 minutes, but I totally ignored that and looked for an MA Kiss because it just shows you how powerful the DX actually is. It's like the driving force behind the MA Kisses. I won 20 pips on it. But that's the first and only time I have traded against a meme. But that was because, that happened on the DX.
Okay. All right, guys. You have any questions for Jazz? Ask your questions. He's on now. Let's see if anybody... Anybody have any questions for Jasfran? Go ahead, Jacqueline. Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look at Jamie there. Well, I can't see it now. He's sure.
Okay. All right, guys. Listen. The questions. Give it to me top left. Give it to me top left. All right, so they stay stagnant. All right, so here's the question. You see this one?
Where are we looking at?
Right there. Oh, sorry, you won't be able to see that. All right. Okay, I'll show it to you right now. All right, here's your first question from Tony B. You always seem to get in super quick. Exactly at what point are you getting in on your... See, go ahead.
Right. See, this is where the DX comes into it. If you could have one bar on all three of the currency pairs, but the DX is screaming 9. Now, I get in as soon as I see the signal. If that's happening, if the DX is in play and it's screaming 4, 5, whatever, I get in. That's it. As soon as I see the signal. Whether the currency pair's momentum bar is on 1 or whether it's on any more, the DX, as I keep saying, the DX is the boss. It's the daddy, it's the almighty, it's the driving force behind it, and your NA Plus will win if that's in play.
So you want to make sure that these numbers are high, right?
On the DX, yeah.
On the DX,
what matters. I've actually taken a trade where the MA Kiss was only on the GU, I think it was, and I took the EU knowing full well because the DX was in play. The EU didn't have an MA Kiss signal, but the GU did. So I took both trades knowing full well that the EU was going to go the same way because the DX was in play. The DX was screaming. Most trades, I mean.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Jazz. All your trades are based on the DX. You're staring at the DX all the time, and based on what you see on the DX, you're either going to take the pound and the euro opposite, of course, or even sometimes you might trade the UJ same way. But the DX is what's most important. You're not even kind of looking at these charts first. You're not looking at the pound. You're not looking at the euro first. Neither the UJ. You just keep on looking at the DX, and when the DX is either giving you the numbers, giving you the signals, then that's when you start looking at your pairs.
Yeah.
All right. Rule number 1 for you. Would that be the case?
One is the DX.
Okay.
It's the driving force.
Okay. And where does it all start for you? Does it start on the 4 hours or
the 1 hour?
Okay, so it's all here. It's got to start here. You have to have a story built off of your...
If you get a signal on the 4 hour DX, go super. As happened last week, as I say.
Right.
It's giving you early warning signals. You know what's coming. You can be ready. As soon as that signal appears, you can get in. And that's as early as you can get in. It's just telling you that this is going to happen. I am going to go down. Which forces the other 3 pairs to do exactly, the opposite, or in the case of the UJ, the same as. It starts with the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Always, I'm constantly scanning them. There's a few in the room that do it now. Kevin's one. He'll mention, that something's happened on the 4 hours. There's a few people like that. Sid's another. Sid seems to be quite good at this as well.
All right, here's your next question. What stop loss do you use?
Right. I use a 20 pip stop loss.
A 20 pip stop loss. Okay, interesting. Okay, go ahead.
It doesn't really matter because if you get your timing right with momentum, it doesn't go anywhere near it. I think I've noticed sometimes when it's slow, and because I go for 10 pip take profit. Sometimes I'll be 6 or 7 pips up and momentum will turn on me, or a signal will appear against my trade, in which case it will drop to 2 or 3 pips, and I'll get out. I don't advertise these because I also have them where, you know, I might be 3 or 4 pips in, momentum turns on me, and 2 or 3 pips down in the event. Again, I get out, and then, you know, it's just one of them things, they equal themselves out.
So how like, you know, we've seen you hit these 100 pips, and you know, like I notice, you texting, oh, I just picked up 20. Seems like 20 is always a number that shows up in your chat roll.
Yeah.
So how does that happen?
Right. Well, basically what I do is, I think one of the lads is in the room is doing single click trades. Now I had a go at that, but I think the muscle memory, because everything else on the computer when you click it is double click, so I stuck with the double click.
Okay.
What I will do is, I get some kind of perverse buzz out of watching 2 trades disappear, I think. I'll double click and then double click again. So it's basically you're stacking 2 trades.
So you're taking 10 pips times 2.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys get that? Huh? That's interesting. Okay. So he's you know, when it looks good, guys, when it looks good, the X, the momentum, it seems like it's going to keep on running. And he's got 1 trade running, and it seems like it, you know, like it's really going to work. He just takes another trade. So he's got 2 trades running at the same time, and that's how he picks up his 2 times 20. 2 times 10 equals 20. So that makes a lot of sense. All right, next question. Please tell us the last. Okay, please tell us of the last. This comes from Mr. and Mrs. Robin. Please tell us of the last MA kiss you took on the GU. You waited for what, 1 minute to survive? You see this now, right, Jazz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, the last one I took, there was a 5-minute signal, as you can see.
Okay.
On the chart now.
Right.
So that's the one, I think. Now, what had happened is we had on the 1 hour we had what we've got now, which is a super yellow pointing down. At first, that became just a yellow. So the super part of it had stopped. Then your 5-minute appeared. And then if you look on the 1 minute GU, if you just open it up a bit so I can see.
A second. And this was around the 10:30 mark, because that signal came out at 10:30. So this is where the 10:30 starts. All right.
Yeah, the white pink.
The white pink.
The white pink just above there.
The white green, you mean?
This one here, empty, just to the right. 2 more to the right, there's a white. And
white pink. White pink.
Yeah, I took the white.
Okay.
I took the white because the 1 hour signal disappeared.
Okay.
So basically, that was holding up the trend. You know, once that disappeared and the 5-minute signal was in, it was right. Okay.
Bingo. And that was a 10 pip, guys. That was more or less at 65, 64. Finished off with a kiss to the downside for 10 pips. All right. Are you looking for trend on all 4 charts? The 4 hours, the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes. Do they all have to be trending the same way, or it doesn't really matter?
I mean, the longer you're in here, you'll notice, you know, you'll be able to look at the trend and say, right, even though it's below the blue line, it's turning into a trend. So you can discount the 4 hour in that. But yeah, I tend to look for the above the blue line on the 1 hour, 15, and the 5.
Okay, so, you know, he juggles with that, right? Because yes, you know, our signals on the reverse are so powerful too that you can't just always have all 4 cylinders telling you the same story. There are opportunities. Jacqueline is one of them. She loves the reversals because we've got powerful reversal signals. Okay. Jacqueline, what do you mean? Daily or hour? What do you mean by that? Okay, on which time? All the MA kisses are coming. Jamie. Okay, here it is. Jasfran, you answered this. On which time frame are MA kisses most powerful?
Right. Well, I only really use the 1 minute signals, 1 minute charts. So,
But you still have to have a story, right, Jazz? You still
okay,
have to
yeah,
have your, you see, like he was mentioning the 5 minute. So it's
yeah,
not that he's just trading off of the 1 minute chart. He's building a story, guys. It's all about the story. So this 5 minute got him into that trade, right, Jazz?
yeah.
Okay. So 1 minute, does that answer your question, Jamie? 1 minute, but of course based on a story, following some sort of story. Do you look at the DX and then, oh, Dirk, I think we've answered that, right? It starts with the DX. It only starts with the DX, and once he likes the DX, he moves into the pairs. He starts looking at the pairs. It seems like I see Jazz a lot, like claiming his wins on the GU. For some reason,
Yeah,
the GU is one of your favorites. Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes when you have a flat DX, yeah, I wouldn't tell you to trade it until you've been here a bit more, a bit longer. But sometimes when the DX is flat, you'll notice the UJ and the EU are flat, but the pound for some reason will either trickle down or just grind away up. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it does that. And I mean, obviously, you can't use the MA kisses on that. But you can look at perhaps doing a longer term trade. But it does. It's just one of them things I've noticed in the ring. You has a mind of its own at times.
Yeah, it does. And this is all because of the Brexit. Okay, the Brexit
God, yeah.
is controlling, right now is in total control of the pound. Do you ever take long-term trades, Jazz? Do you ever look at a signal on 4 hours or something and just, I love that signal so much that you actually walk away without ever closing the trade and going to sleep with a trade?
I did a couple the other week when you mentioned about the dailies. I think I go one day and I put a 20 pip trailing stop loss on and it was 38 pips. So basically it would have been 58 pips as well awake, but
okay.
obviously I got to sleep on it and it hit my stop loss. So yeah, but not really. The 2 hours in here when you've got like today, the DX playing the way it was, it's more than enough. Absolutely more than enough.
Very good. Okay. All right. Interesting. Jacko says, do you wait for a 1 minute arrow to stay, or do you take it the trade as soon as the arrow pops? Is it more or less, do you wait till it survives, or as you see it?
As I see it, if it's momentum, as I see it. If as I say, if the DX is on 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Write this down. Jazz, sorry if I interrupt you, because I think what you've just said now is key. Okay, yeah. If the DX, guys, is above 4, would you say above 4, Jazz?
Yeah.
Above 4, as soon as you see the arrow, you don't have to wait for it to survive. As long as your DX is above 4. Sorry, Jazz, because I think that's it. That's it. That's when you get into the trades. It's when there's action. There's no action. You're flatlined. Of course, that's why I keep saying it's not always the same. You can't just look at a signal and treat that signal the same way all the time. You got to look at the overall market, the momentum of the market. If there's action, well, great, then you go for it. If there's no action, none of it makes sense, guys. So that's why I can never give you a clear answer on do you take it when you see it? Do you take it when it survives? You understand? You've got to have a feel. And Jazz, I think couldn't have, say better. It's like once you've been here for a long time, you start getting a feel of the whole of the markets. You start becoming one with the markets.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here a long time now, and you keep saying it to you that, no market's the same, and they're not. But once you've been here a while, you will have seen, similarities. So, yeah, you will pick up things. It's just natural.
Carl says, Jazz, when will you exit a trade early and not wait to take your usual profit of 10 pips? You ever get out before the take profits?
Yeah, when the momentum swings on me.
When it turns, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or if it turns on you, you can always wait, but I think because if they are short-term trades, basically they are a 1 minute trade, you know, it's momentum turns on you and you're going with the trend, then you might lose 3 or 4 pips, fair enough, you can still finish in the green. If you're only 3 or 4 pips up, you're going to be 2 or 3 pips down, so, you know, yeah, if momentum turns on me, I'll judge it and say, yeah, get out. I certainly wouldn't, I mean, I used to rely on it and just say, like, okay, you've got a nice, decent stop loss there, and we'll wait till it wins. But I think the urgency of these, the speed of these actual trades, now I just don't do it anymore. I'll take the small losses with the small wins and just discount them.
Okay. Cool, stacking. He's asking stacking, what time frame do you use? Well, he's always, you know, I can answer some of the questions for you, Jazz, because it seems like, you know, that it's a repeat, right? Cool cows, we've answered that. It's all from the 1 minute chart. He stacks from the 1 minute chart when the momentum is in your favor. When you've got at least +4, you're just stacking because you believe that the 4 or 5 will remain. And if it starts going from 4 to 9, that's where he kills it. I know how he thinks. I know exactly how he trades. You know, it's becoming so clear now, Jazz. You know, and I can't wait to start using it myself. Okay, is that okay, cool cows? All right, next. Yeah. Are you looking for MA kisses? This is coming from Jamie. Are you looking for MA kisses off of the DX? Or that once you've established your DX story, you're not looking at MA kisses on the DX and trying to correlate them with your GU. No, you just
once I've got the story on the DX, right, I made my mind up. You know, today the DX was only ever down. It's, you know, all right, you're going to get a little pullback, but it's absolutely crashed, hasn't it? It's, you know, once I've made that story, then I'm looking for the MA case in the opposite direction on the GU and EU and the same direction on the UJ.
Okay. Do you also trade pullbacks? Do you trade the reversals? Like reversal cases? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. When you've got a huge story.
When you have, let's say, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston.
Or triple whammy. Triple whammies.
Triple whammies. Yeah.
But again, what makes it work is your momentum.
Yeah.
Is your momentum bars, right? Because I keep repeating it, guys, right?
Not an MA kiss, MT, but usually a kiss.
Right.
Because it's been going down that much.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it wouldn't be any more MA kisses he's trading. He's trading kisses on the reversal. Okay, but always with the momentum bars on your side. Because remember, guys, I always keep repeating it. Okay, you wanted a reversal, but you can't reverse. You know, we're going down, down, down on the DX, and the DX is still giving you 5 red, and you're in the kiss territory. Up until it doesn't turn green, guys, you can't do it. You got to have the momentum bars also turn around. Okay, so the answer is yes. All right, guys, just one more question. Okay, one more question, because, you know, I think, you know, past 11 o'clock, there's some money to be made. And, you know, Jazz is here to make money, guys. He's not here to do any customer service or something. Let me see if I find you, because you have plenty here, Jazz. We'd finish by tomorrow, all the questions I have. Makes sense to change the dollar. Well, Mickey, he doesn't, okay? But it could work. You see, Mickey Mouse is asking, would it make even more sense to just trade the dollar index, and that's the futures? But that's not what we do here, Mickey Mouse, but you can try it. You can try trading the futures on the dollar and see if that makes any sense. Okay. Do you need fresh signals? Here's the last question, Jazz. Do you need fresh signals on the 4 hours and the 1 hour DX, or do you just use whatever it's giving you right now, kind of thing?
Again, it depends on what's happened prior to what you're giving me at the time. If you look at the DX 1 hour now, that min is incredible, yeah? That was incredible. Now look, that corresponded with the small red down on the 4 hour, sorry.
That happened prior.
Small red.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. So, do I look for fresh signals? It's hard to say that. If a fresh signal appears, you know, then it's going to 30 years. I'm going to have a look at it. I'm going to say, right, well, let's see what happens. But on such a downtrend, you know, an up signal there, it's, I really don't know.
Well, Jamie, that won't happen a lot of times anyway, because, you know, we've got a 2.5 hour time frame, right? So usually when you walk in here, you're either on a signal, okay, at 9 o'clock, you're either on a fresh new signal, right? Because every hour we get a signal, and the last signal that happened, the first signal that happens as we start our session is the 9 o'clock. All right, so you can't really look for a fresh signal on the 4 hours because there it is. It's right there at 9 o'clock. So maybe there is one, maybe there isn't. But I think, guys, in a nutshell, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jazz. In a nutshell, he looks at the story. The story is down. Okay, the story is down on the DX, down everywhere. Okay, all he looks for after, once he's got a feel of what the DX is going to do, based on what he's talking or looking at here, he feels that the DX is going lower. So if the DX is going lower, that means the pound and the euro is going higher. So what puts him into the trades is the momentum bars. Momentum bars that are at least above 4. Once he starts seeing the momentum bars that, you know, like if he's biased to the down, he needs momentum bars plus 4 in the red. He starts seeing 4 red, okay, and then he sees the action taking place. And that's when he gets in. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jazz. In a nutshell, was that it?
That's pretty much right, yeah.
Okay, guys, that's Jasfran's story. It's simple. The more you try and complicate this, guys, the worse it is. Jasfran, I don't know how to thank you for this, okay?
No, I should be thanking you, Anthony.
And I hope, Jasfran, you might be able to do this once in a while, okay? Once in a while, we'll bring you on just to have fun, all right?
Yeah.
Guys, listen, that was Jasfran, okay? The legend.
Thank you.
The legend Jasfran, you saw it live, you heard it live. Thank you so much, Jasfran. So get back to making money. Sorry if you lost a few, or you didn't make, not that you lost, but didn't get a chance to trade a few.
Yeah, missed a couple there, didn't I? Okay, thanks, Anthony.
Okay, later. Thank you. Right. Any sense? Did it make any sense, guys? It's nothing. It's not rocket science here, guys. There's no rocket science for the Jasfran kisses. Right? Very simple, and you could feel it from his heart how simple of a man he is. You know, he didn't come across as a rocket scientist. Saying, "Oh my God, I'll never be as smart as him" or something. It's like, guys, it's so simple. The charts are there. Just look at the charts. Just look at the charts and do your thing. All right, so practice that, guys. Okay, get yourself the story on the DX. Once you feel, see, like, you know, like I kind of gave it away, right? This morning, I go, guys, we're going to, I think, retest the 94, and then we might get some volume behind it and momentum. And that was it. That was it. The whole thing about there was no news today, guys. There was no news. Okay, nothing. There was nothing that created this downfall on the DX. It wasn't based on numbers coming out in the markets. It was really just a technical level that was broken, and the momentum kicked in, and there was Jasfran just pipping away like every day. All right, so I was great. That was great. 10-15. Okay. Yeah, that's safe. This is what I understood, guys. That's safe. That's safe trading. That's really safe trading where you just be patient and wait for these numbers to increase. Okay, on the story of the signals, and you should be good to go. Yeah, at least 100 pips. We all know 100 pips. There's Natalia, Dr. Natalia, plus 57. What a day. Yes, it is. It's a red, yellow, pink. Incredible signals. Incredible signals once again here, guys. Unbelievable how beautiful this is. Okay, so that's what this is all about. Show me some scores, guys. Show me some scores. It's 10-15. Here it is. These are scores of the day. There's 28 pips for Mac, 10-0, ML 10-0, 102 for Jacqueline, 35 pips, up $10,000. Bobby Axelrod, $10,500 profit for today. Today, 60 pips, 50 pips, 46, 33, 29, 20, 60, 16, 14, 27 pips, 34, 15, 9, 6. All right, this is the kind of day you'll have here, okay, once you understand what it is we do. Very, very simple. 14-4 for Andreas, 41 for Lisa, beautiful Lisa, 41 pips, 8-2 for Jack, 2-0 Stevie O, and 22 pips, Jeffy minus 1.4. That was great scores, great, beautiful scores. Look at the trial room. Morton with 75 pips. Benny 55-2. 55 wins, 2 losses for Benny. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Okay. That was great. That was beautiful, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Really. Thank you so much. Did it make any sense, guys? Did it, like, sometimes we're looking for complications. Sometimes we're looking, this must be so hard. It must be so hard. It's so simple. I think the more simple you can see this as, the better it is. Okay? Now I need a break. That was a beautiful interview. I need a break, I'm sure. Jasfran needs a break too. Full of love. So much love. So much love in this room.